Hello again. And today I'd like to talk about some experience that most of you won't have the chance to have it or experience. Of course, I'm talking about my height. And according to data found on the internet, Taiwanese girls' average height is 159.5, and I am 172. So if we're doing math, there's a little bridge, a 30-centimeter bridge between us. But just maybe it's small, but please don't overlook it, because now I'm going to tell you some situation or experience you'll never think of, but it happens to tall girls every day. So that's the tall girls problem. First and the most important one, getting the boyfriend. You know, Taiwanese boys' average height is 171.6. That means I'm as tall as most of the men. And you know why men call their girlfriend shorty? Because they want to be tiny, to be small, so that they can protect them, right? So this is the ideal distance between men and women. And this is what I'm suffering. So I call this dream, and this is reality. And because of this reality, I cannot do this kind of stuff. Why? To get the heels, if I'm wearing the 10-centimeter high heels, where can I get a dancing partner? It's almost impossible to do that. Well, let's not talk about men. Let's talk about something related to our daily life. Clothes and high heels. Look at me. I'm not trying to expose my bellies to everyone, but I have no choice. Why? Because clothes are made for you guys, average tall people. And I'm taller than you, so my shirts, t-shirts, whatever you can think of is always shorter to fit me. Too short for me to fit, whatever. And high heels. It doesn't mean I can wear high heels because I'm wearing now. But if I'm wearing high heels on the street, there are the look. You know, the look, people, you know, if I'm staying in MRT, I know people would just step back a little. Or they would just, you know, staring at you from top to toe for a few times, and their face expression is just saying, "Oh my God, you're a giant." And believe me, this is really uncomfortable. And sometimes it's even embarrassing because they're crowds of people. So this is really, well, okay, I'm good. Well, next. And the right to sit in front of a class. I never had this, because when we're young, teachers always arrange our seats by our height, right? And you know, young girls are always taller or grows faster than boys. So here's my seat, always here. And maybe for some people it's a blessing, right? It's to see in the very back, but I think it's really unfair. It's difficult for me to get a straight interaction with my teachers. And I believe we all have this kind of experience, right? Taking photos like this. Where will you stand? It depends on, you know, occasions, right? Where would I stand? I'll stand here. Or here. The last line of girls, or the whole class. Is that fair? No, it's not fair at all. And not just this. You know, there are very common characteristics we can find on the tall girls or boys. They'll hunch their butt like this. My interpretation is that they're doing this not because it's cool, it's pretty. It's even unhealthy, right? We're doing this is that we want to have closer relationship with others. We're going to talk to you and watch your eyes to have, you know, eye contact. But it seems a little bit difficult, right? And you guys can get taller, so we can get shorter to have a close relationship with you. So I can say it as a social stress, right? And this kind of social problems happens all the time. Distance greeting. When we first met people, what would you say? Hello, how are you? Where'd you come from? What's your department? Things like this. You know, when I first met somebody, what would they say? Oh my God, you're tall. So how tall you are? Is your mom and dad tall? Things like this. Look at me, I'm not ugly, I'm kind of smart, but people don't care about that. They only care about me is my height. And all the conversation starts and ends with something connected to my height. And all I'm trying to say is that this kind of experience I don't think most of you will have, right? And I want to say that we are all different. I used to read a book. It calls it 150 centimeter life. Do you know the book? It's talking about a life of a life of a girl who's this height. And I was very shocked because I never think about the life would be so inconvenient because of the height. So I want to try is just let us listen to people, share our experience. Then I think we can learn to respect others' standpoint of view. Thank you.